everyone, it's Courtney from HowCourtneySeesIt, and I'm here to do my May reading wrap-up. Alright, so for May, I only read 2 physical books. I know, the rest were all either ebooks or audiobooks. A lot of them were ebooks because I can't read physical books at work. That was a really delayed and aggressive pause. Okay, so I'm having some allergy problems. So if my voice is more nasally than normal, that is why. Okay, and I also have been like constantly drinking, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of like random jump cuts in this video. Words are very difficult today. Okay. So let's start with the lowest rated and move on up, because also the lowest rated is about to be the most controversial. I feel people are about to come for me in the comments. Okay, so I read Serpent and Dove and I rated this a 3-star. And before anyone gets upset, let me tell you why. So I feel that this book had a lot of potential, and I feel that the magic was really cool. Let me start with that. Like, I thought the magic system was cool. I thought the characters were interesting because they both have like their own baggage, and you get to learn from both sides, which is pretty cool. I had a good time. I also am definitely gonna read the second one when it comes out. Like, I did not like it enough to not read the second one. I just didn't like, it's not a favorite. I'm not gonna go out and purchase a copy. I just thought it's YA for sure, but I feel like it could have been, like, I would have liked it more if it was spicier. You know what I'm saying? Because it's I feel like people are like, oh yeah, it's enemies to lovers, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, like a witch that meets a witch hunter, and they have to get married. Like, that is the most spicy thing. Like, there's so much you could do with that. And then I was reading it and I was like, wow, this is like the driest white toast I've ever had in my life. Did I like the ending? For sure. Am I gonna, like, it wraps up nice. I don't know. I need some spice in my life. Moving on. The next book was called Gameplay, and it was a audiobook. I'm gonna put it up over here. This was, oh no, it wasn't. It was an ebook that I read, and it's a hockey book, so it's a sports romance, and it's labeled as BDSM. Like, in the description on Hoopla, it was like erotic BDSM novel, and I was like, oh, he's about to tie her up with his hockey skates. Oh no. And I just want to tell you that was not true. There was no BDSM in this book at all. She bites him in the first sex scene and draws blood. That is the BDSM she's talking about. But it's like not. Okay. So I really liked this book. So I've decided that I apparently really like sports, rom-com, contemporary novels. Apparently that is my niche. I like it a lot. I read like 5 in the last year. But this was super cute. It was actually really cool. So it was based on a male, female. It was dual point of view. And the female, whose first name I honestly can't remember. I'm sorry. I think it's Sam. And she has finished like her hockey career. She has to retire because there's not a paid female pro league. And I think that's actually a real thing, but I'm not sure. I'll have to Google it. And then the male protagonist is, like, the male lead is trying to get a contract for a longer, it's like a contract year for him with the league. So if he gets a contract, he can stay. It's more money, it's more exposure, it's more time like on the ice, things like that. And the whole show she's struggling with that he's like living her dream and he just wants to like be with her, and she like has her own problems and it's a whole thing. So it was super cute. Big fan. Big fan. It was really, I liked it a lot. I gave 4 stars. So then moving down the line to 4.5 stars was The Kish Quotient by I don't know, so I'm gonna have to put it over here. And this book, I didn't know anything about it when I was going into it. I just was like, oh, that looks cute, I'm gonna read. So I listened to it as an audiobook, and the main character, whose name is Stella, has Asperger's, so she has autism, and it was about her like dealing with relationships and kind of like coming out of her shell, and it was super cute. Like, I thought it was cute, and the sex was super spicy, and like, I loved it. But I thought that maybe, and again, like, I don't have a lot of experience with I thought that maybe it represented like her learning how to become like her own person and like step out of her boundaries and stuff. I kind of feel like it represented it weird. Like, it should have, like, it was more like she did it to be with the guy and like get him back and stuff, versus like she wanted to improve on herself for her own well-being, if that makes sense. I don't know. Let me know if you read this book in the comments and we can talk about it, because I did like it. I gave it 4.5 stars, like I said, but I thought, I wasn't sure like the representation was, if it was like accurate or not. I don't have a ton of experience in that kind of stuff, so it felt like a little very written for like TV kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So then let's jump into the 5-star books. So I read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay, this is Editing Courtney popping in for a momentary break. So I obviously filmed this at the end of May, and I just want to be super clear that I do not agree or support what J.K. Rowling said on Twitter and in that article or blog post or whatever the hell she posted regarding trans women and just transgender people in general. I do not agree with what she said about sex. I just don't agree with what she said. I think trans women are women. I think you are able to identify with whatever gender or whatever you want. If you identify with the fluffy squirrel outside, in all honesty, like, that does not affect me. I want you to be healthy and happy, and whatever that means to you, I fully support. I read this book in the beginning. I do not own a copy of Harry Potter. I don't own the series. Now I'm thoroughly questioning if I want it in my life. I just really don't agree with anything that she said or put out in that statement. And honestly, it got my goat. I was really upset about it. And then recently in the US, like within this last week that I'm filming this clip, the Trump administration like abolished some things like that were put forth when Obama was president, protecting trans rights and like for medical treatment and things like that. And it's just been such a downward spiral currently with just, I don't understand why that's not true. I do understand why he did it now during the Black Lives Matter movement, which I do have some links in the description box for you guys, like petitions and some videos that are donating. Like, if you're unable to donate, I have some video links of creators who are just donating all the ad revenue and everything to the Black Lives Matters movement. But he did it during the movement so that people would like not realize it was happening, because everyone's caught up in it, which I'm also fully behind that cause as well. It's just like so much is going on currently, and I just feel like I need to address it in verbal video form versus like just in the description box, which is what I have been doing. If anyone needs to talk, my links are in the description box for my socials, or you can always comment on my videos. Obviously, there's so much happening right now, and there's so much unrest, and like I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty right now with a lot of people, and including myself, and I just want to put that out, that I am literally here for any of you that want to talk, or if you just need a distraction. I have playlists of videos to go through just for like mind-numbing entertainment. So like I said, links down below. Do not agree with J.K. Rowling. Having a hard day. Very sweaty, greasy face coming at you. I'm gonna clip it back to my post. We're gonna go back in time to Courtney when she was full of happiness. Okay, here we go.
Clearly that was a 5-star. Clearly that was a reread. And I was reading it as an ebook at work. And then my fiance and I drove to Maryland to see my sister and this sweet baby angel right here. And on the way home, he hits me with get this, you know, babe, I've never actually read Harry Potter. And I was like, who are you? So we listened to it on Audible or Hoopla or whatever. We listened to it as an audiobook on the way home because I was like, son, this is 9 hours of time in the car with me that we could be doing something productive like listening to Harry Potter. So we did, and I'm not sure he was into it because audiobooks I think are hard. I don't know. You either really like them or you don't, and I don't know if he really did, but anyway, I liked it. The book, obviously. We're moving on. The wedding's still on, even though my ring's apparently not on. My bad. Didn't mean to scare anybody. Okay, and then moving on. The next book that I read that was 5 stars was 5 Feet Apart. This is by Casey McQuiston. No, it is not. It's by Rachel Lippincott. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking Red, White, and Royal Blue. This was super cute. This is about 2 teenagers that both have cystic fibrosis, and I feel like I don't want to like say something that's gonna spoil us, but this book came out so long ago. And it says like in the front. Okay, so it's about 2 teenagers. They're both sick. They have to stay apart from each other because like their germs could infect each other. And the main character, her name is Stella. Also, oh, interesting. But Stella is the main character, and then Will is the other main character, and it's about like them kind of like falling in love at the hospital and like trying to have a relationship while sick together. And I really liked it. This is a movie and I do want to watch it, mostly because it has Cole Sprouse in it, and like low-key he's like my everything. But I really liked this book. It was written like, it was super easy to read. It was like I flew through it. I read it in 2 days, I think, when I actually like sat down and counted how much time it took. It took like 2 days. So super happy I read this. I love this cover. It's so beautiful. I picked this up at Meijer. I feel like you guys have seen this in like a book haul, so I'm not gonna keep talking about it, but it was super good. And then lastly, this is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is the first book in the Remnant Chronicles, and I just have to say that this was so good. I really, really enjoyed this. Not only is it the floppiest paperback of my life, but it's super cute. So it's about a princess who runs away on her arranged marriage day to be to become a new person, to ditch her royal duties because she's being forced to marry a prince that she's never met and doesn't know. And so she runs away, and then in this new dog hair, how could you? In this new place where she settles with her, I feel like the word is handmaiden, I don't know, friend, Pauline. They settle in this other part of the country slash other country. That was kind of confusing for me. I'm not really sure. And then they're working for like a lady at this inn, and then into the inn come these two dudes, and one of them is the prince she was supposed to marry, and one of them is an assassin meant to kill her, and you don't know who is who until like the end of the book, and dude, it got me messed up. So this was super good. I really want to get the second one. I have it coming from the library on the app, like as an ebook, because I can't go to the library right now, obviously. But that was everything that I read. I read what, 6 books? 6 books this month, and I really liked most of them, which honestly, that is a win. I'm gonna also be posting my June TBR really, really soon. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, I will link it down below. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And please let me know what you read this month in the comments, or if anything, any of the books that I read, if you have opinions, I would love to know, because I also really want to like talk about some of these books, and none of my friends have read them, and I need someone to talk to about these books. I'm going to keep making aggressive hand motions until you comment down below. Thanks, like I said, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.